everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison and I'm going to be looking at the markets and we're going to be asking a question: do you believe? Do you believe? Do you believe in what? Well, there's a couple of questions about do you believe, and we're kind of going to go over that. It's a bit esoterical, but we have to ask the question. So I'm just going to see if we're live or not, just to make sure we're live. Then we'll look at the markets and then we'll ask you the question: do you believe? Okay, I'm just going to dive over just now. We are live just now, got 24 people watching. So if you can just let me know that you're in the house this morning. I don't know if the chat is working. Usually we've got kind of more people kind of talking. It's just starting to come in just now. Gareth Passage is in. Yo, good morning. Mark Innes, I believe you, mate. Crypto Don Wan, good morning to you. Just getting the chats in just now. So if you're in and watching just now, just leave a comment in here just now. Morning all, I believe, bruh. Dave is in the house. Smash the like, guys. Yes, crush those likes if you like this video, and if you like this channel, just kind of go down and click on the like button just now. The likes will get the bigger the channel grows as well. And Gareth is saying smash the likes, guys. Chris Noble is in the house. Morning to you, mate. Good to see you here. We're a bit slow this morning. I don't know why, but we'll just keep going. Anyway, music playing over your voice. Ah, right. We can turn that off. Right, I'll just make sure we're off. Right, I'll just make sure that's off. Okay, we're off. We're off. So that should be working. Let me know if that's working okay just now. Everything should be off from there, so it should only be me and that. We'll just go back. Hopefully that's it off now. I'll just check. So that should be right. That's it. That's better. Okay, so we're back again. Gareth saying that's better. Adeb saying that's better. Okay, good. Okay, so the markets. We'll look at the markets just now. What's been happening in the markets? Market capitalization. We'll just refresh that. It's 204 billion at the moment. So that's gone up. And Bitcoin dominance is coming down, which is good. It's good for the alts. Got alts market, and Bitcoin itself has gone up to 6,585, which is good as well. So we'll be looking at that. But the biggest surprise, well, not surprise, but the biggest kind of mover is Ethereum, up 16% to 218. It was down to about $170. So that's one of the biggest kind of movers. Is it the biggest? No, it's not the biggest. Archain is up 47%. Aurora is up 33%. Moac, Nano, Dropil, Ethereum is kind of 6th largest in the top 100. Bancor is up 15%. Decred, Elastos, Maker, Digibyte, all in double digits. Funfair is up as well. That was just way too low, Funfair. We're looking at that as well. So we'll just see how many. Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6% of the top 100 are kind of going down. Emercoin, Bitcoin Private, Redcoin, Dogecoin, Holo is down. Holo was the one we kind of recommended yesterday. I still recommend it as well. Mithril is kind of down as well, but just by a small percentage. Same with Holochain as well. So they're also starting to climb back up, which is a good thing. We'll just look at the next 100 and see who's doing well, and from 100 to 200. FuseX, Namecoin, OneRoot Network, Bridgecoin, Nectar, Centrality, Bitcoin Interest. The Key started to go back up as well. Veritasium, High Performance, HPB, I think, yeah, High Performance Blockchain. Syndicator was up big time yesterday as well. Credits, Smart Mesh, Loom Network, all in double digits as well. Who's the biggest losers from 100 to 200? Prism, down 14%. Next Day, Storica, and Dignity is down. What's that down to? 6 cents. Odin, Cosmocoin, Cybervein, Cube, Raiden Network as well. That was up big time yesterday as well. GoChain is going down. That just came onto Binance. So a lot of the coins that are coming onto Binance just now, they just seem to kind of crash, but obviously they go up just before they come onto Binance. So it's better just waiting to see what happens with GoChain before we kind of get into that, if you're going to get in on it. But the market capitalization is only 26 million. So that is the kind of markets overall just now. We'll just look at Ethereum, the rise of Ethereum. $216 at the moment for Ethereum. I'm just going to make sure everything is okay. JC Standard is in the house as well. Rob Taylor is in. Look at BTC and crypto in general since 2015. Market always makes a run from October to December. Yeah, I think there's only been 1 year that's not done that. But hopefully this is going to be another one as well. So $216, that's went up about 30% from its bottom a couple of days ago. 31% it's gone up Ethereum. So that's brilliant for Ethereum. And brilliant if you're an Ethereum holder as well. A lot of people were kind of down on Ethereum. And remember, crush those likes, everybody. I'll just look at BTC as well. What's happening with Bitcoin? It's still going up. I still think it's going to hit the 6,800 mark and go beyond. Then after that 7,000, and then coming up to October, end of September, we're going to get up to 9,000. I believe. I'm just, do your own research, put your big boy pants on, big girl pants on. I'm not your dad or anything like that, just do your own research. But I think Bitcoin is going to get up to 6,800 and then go beyond that, past the 7,000, 7,200, and kind of keep on going up from there. Whether there'll be a crash after that, I don't know. I think there's still maybe another crash coming, but I don't know if that's my own kind of thinking, or people are just kind of talking about that. So there's lots of people still think there's one big crash coming before we go to the kind of all-time highs. So we need to wait and see. But it's amazing the difference a couple of days can make in the crypto market. So this kind of crypto sphere is very fickle. A couple of days ago it was all doom and gloom. Now it's everybody's starting to kind of get positive again, which is good. But the question is, the question I've got for you is, do you believe in cryptocurrency? Do you believe in the underlying technology of cryptocurrency? And if we believe that, if we believe in the underlying technology, i.e. blockchain and the underlying technology of it and how it can change, especially the likes of the banking system, it can change a lot of things, to be honest. And I was speaking to David Brierley yesterday on Skype, and Chris from Howdo. I had a conversation with them yesterday about their kind of platform and what's going to be happening in the future for the platform. I've invested quite heavily into Howdo, which is a social networking platform. It's not looking to overtake Facebook or anything like that. It's not looking to overtake them. It's just going to be a social network. And we're just kind of discussing the concept of that and how it's all going to play out and what the plans are up until December. And I'm really excited about Howdo, actually, and have been for a while. So I've been invested in them for a while now. So they should be hopefully hitting the markets quite soon as well. And at the right time as well, hopefully just at the right time with Howdo. But I'm looking forward to getting onto the kind of Howdo platform and start posting in there and really getting to know the Howdo platform as well. So yeah, I was speaking to them yesterday, and obviously they totally believe in the kind of blockchain technology and how it's going to work, and how it's the questions we were kind of asking and looking at. Do all the projects need to be on the blockchain? Do they need to be on the blockchain? That's one of the questions we kind of ask when we look at projects as well. Could this be on a decentralized? Does it have to be decentralized, or can it be on a centralized kind of exchange or centralized kind of platform? And a lot of projects, they don't need to be on the blockchain. They're just kind of jumping on a bandwagon, and we have to kind of look at that, and that's the question we have to ask. But we have to ask, do we believe in blockchain technology as a whole? The answer is fundamentally yes. It's going to change so much, and I think it's going to be bigger than the internet itself. When the internet came out, that just changed everything. We've now become a knowledge economy. This is what our lives is kind of made up of now, is all that kind of knowledge, because we've got knowledge at our fingertips. Just kind of doing search engines, Google, YouTube, Facebook, everything. We've become a knowledge kind of society now as well. And this is what blockchain is going to do for industries, not just kind of companies. It's going to change the way industries work as well. So that's the first kind of question. Do you believe in the underlying technology? And if you do believe, then we have to realize that Bitcoin is going to go up in price. We know it's sitting at 6,000 just now, 6,500 just now, but with supply and demand, it cannot not, I know that's a double negative, but it cannot not go up above $100,000, $250,000, $500,000, $1 million in 5 years, 10 years time. It cannot not go up to that if we believe in underlying technology and in cryptocurrency as well, not blockchain, because blockchain is different from cryptocurrency. Blockchain is technology, totally different from cryptocurrency. But do you believe in cryptocurrency as well? And if you do, then with the law of supply and demand, we know that Bitcoin price is going to go up. And that's why we should always be kind of trading for Bitcoin to get as much Bitcoin as we can. So if you believe that Bitcoin is going to go up to $50,000, and I know it's kind of thinking kind of outside the box, because it is hard to conceive that Bitcoin is going to be $50,000. It's even harder to conceive it's going to be $100,000, and it's a moonshot to think it's going to be like $1 million. Like John McAfee says, it's a moonshot to kind of think that. But if we believe that, if we truly believe that Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is going to be the dominant cryptocurrency, without a doubt, this is why the institutional investors are going to get in as well, because of Bitcoin. It's all about Bitcoin. Even though a lot of people are still not using Bitcoin as the way it's supposed to be used, but it's still going to be used as a store of wealth. We have to think about it from that point of view. And I think this is what is going to change the whole financial system of the world, not just of kind of small economies. We've seen in the news about countries adopting Bitcoin, or not Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies. We have to believe that it's going to change, and it is going to change the world. I fundamentally and 100% believe we are going to be using Bitcoin. It's not going to be fiat currency in 10 years' time. It's going to be cryptocurrency. It just makes sense. It just makes sense to do that. I don't know how the transition is going to take place, but it will take place. But it's hard to conceive that, and we have to believe that as well. And we believe, then this, what we're doing just now, investing or trading or hodling or whatever we're doing, is going to pay off. The other question, so I'll just get your thoughts on that just now. See if there's any comments on that. Gareth Passage, as 2019 approaches, I'm getting excited, believe in it. Excellent, excellent. Gareth Passage, get the knowledge. So I'm just seeing, usually there's more comments than this. If you're in the house just now, if you're kind of watching just now, just leave a comment and just let me know you're in. Just hopefully nothing's wrong, because there's usually more comments in this. Yeah, so the other question is, do you believe you can make money in this market? Do you believe you can make money in this market? Because a lot of us have that kind of fundamental belief that we can make money, and it's all to do with your money consciousness. We spoke about this the last time as well. It's all to do with your money consciousness. If you have in the past, you've not had any money, and you've kind of listened to the old sayings of money doesn't grow on trees, we can't afford this, we're skint, we're poor, or you're living month to month, like that as well, then that money consciousness is going to seep into what you're doing in the crypto market as well. So fundamentally, you don't believe that you can make a lot of money from crypto. So that's going to seep in, and that's going to affect your trading decisions or your investing decisions as well. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that you can actually make money in this crypto market. Now, we can look at our portfolios and go, oh, I've lost 80% of my portfolio. And that's kind of, I've done it as well. I looked at, when I first got in June 2017, I looked at, I put $20,000 in. I've kind of told you this story before by selling a website. Instead of getting a website, I got 8 Bitcoin worth. And I started kind of trading with the 8 Bitcoin and managed to get it up to $500,000. And that was brilliant, but I didn't sell off. I still thought it was going to go higher, so I didn't sell off. And now that's kind of come right down, way down. So I've lost about 80% of that portfolio. But I kept on saying to myself, I've lost 80% of my portfolio. I can't believe it. But we have to look at the other side of it and say, well, actually, I put $20,000 in. I've taken out already about $40,000 to $60,000 worth, and I've still got about 40 or 50,000 in my portfolio just now, and we're kind of in a bear market. So I've not actually lost anything at all, but I kept on saying to myself, God, I've lost $400,000. I didn't lose $400,000. I've gained about $80,000. In pure kind of monetary terms, I've taken out $40,000 to $60,000 already. So I'm already up a few 100%. Anything else I'm doing just now is just kind of playing with this, if you like. I don't say it's playing, it's really kind of investing for the future, because we're still at the forefront of what we're doing just now. A lot of people think we're crazy for what we're doing in this cryptocurrency malarkey, as a lot of people would say. This is not malarkey, this is kind of serious stuff, and this could really make us seriously wealthy. But if you don't believe that, that's going to affect how you invest, how you trade, how you hodl. And a lot of people are just going to get out of the market because they don't believe fundamentally in cryptocurrency, or the cryptocurrency that they're kind of investing in as well. This is why it's important to do the research as well. So that money consciousness is going to seep into your trading decisions and your investing decisions as well. So if you've got that kind of mentality where you don't fundamentally believe that you can make money, you have to start believing in it. And the way to start believing in it is look at your successes just now. Look at your successes. You've had small wins. It doesn't matter. You've had small wins. If you can invested in Holochain, for example, at 18 Satoshi, and it went up to 23 Satoshi, that's a big win. Focus on the wins that you've had rather than the potential losses that you've had. And I say potential because it's all on paper. You don't lose unless you sell. So we have to kind of look at that and look at our belief about money and look at our belief about the cryptocurrency space as well. So if we can change that belief, that is going to affect the way we kind of trade and the way we kind of invest as well. This, for me, is trading and investing. So I'm trading and investing as well. I've invested in BABB. That's an investment. It's not a trade. It's an investment. If it goes up to $1, obviously I'm going to sell some of it off to kind of take profits there as well. It'd be mad not to if it went up to $1. But we just have to look at how far we've come and where we're going as well. So at $6,500 in a year's time, $6,500, we're going to say, oh shit, I wished I'd got in when it was $6,500. And that's where we're going to be this time next year. In 2 years' time, it's going to be different. We're going to be kicking ourselves for not getting into the kind of crypto space or Bitcoin or Ethereum. Just obviously be aware of what's happening in the markets as well, because other projects might come in and overtake the likes of Ethereum, and I don't think anybody's going to overtake Bitcoin. I think that is going to be the dominant one forever. I can't see anything else taking over Bitcoin, to be honest. And Bitcoin technology is fundamentally going to be changing as well. It's going to be used as payment as it was intended by Satoshi Nakamoto as well. So I'd like your thoughts on that as well. Do you believe you can make money? Fundamentally, do you believe, or is it a hope rather than a belief? If you can change your beliefs around it, then it's not going to be a hope anymore. You just kind of believe it's going to happen, and it steers you in the right direction for investing in the cryptocurrency space. Rob Taylor, BTC hasn't gone lower than about 5,700 all year. Keep testing high 5Ks, which means to me we won't go lower than the price that's profitable for the miners. Gareth Passage, weak hands will get out. Yeah, it's not weak hands, it's people, again, it comes down to that belief that they don't believe that they can make money from the cryptocurrency space. And that's why people get out. It's not necessarily weak hands, it's weak research. And that's really what it is. And people not having the ability to be able to see what's coming in the future. Not that we have the ability, but we believe in the fundamentals of the cryptocurrency space. We believe in blockchain, we believe in kind of the whole ethos behind it as well. And we believe that we can make money as well in the cryptocurrency space. Gareth Passage, I want to do full-time trading in 2019 and leave my day job. That would be good. That would be excellent to be able to do that. But I think what would be better if you invested just now, and in 5 years' time you've got $1 million, $2 million, $3 million because you've invested. Trading does definitely help in the short term. It definitely does, especially in a bear market. Trading does help, although it still can be hard in trading as well. But investing in the likes of kind of Bitcoin, I think, is going to be your big thing for all of us. Rob Taylor, I wouldn't have invested if I didn't believe in it. 1 year is not long. I'm thinking about what could happen 10 years from now. Exactly, it's thinking about the future and thinking where could we be in 10 years' time. If Bitcoin was up to $1 million, will you be kicking yourself and saying, oh God, I had 2 Bitcoin worth of altcoins in my portfolio. I should have sold out and just kept 2 Bitcoin and have $2 million in 10 years' time rather than nothing in the future. Okay, so that's my question to you. If you're watching this on the replay, just answer in the comments down below as well. Do you believe in cryptocurrency? Do you believe in the blockchain, the underlying technology? And do you believe you can make money as well? Because that's going to affect you kind of big time when you're kind of making decisions whether to invest or not. Okay, so we'll look at a couple of bits of news just now. Morgan Stanley's client will soon be trading Bitcoin, which is one of the headlines from Ethereum World News. So the bank is to offer BTC trade. So Morgan Stanley is one of the largest US-based banks in the world, and that makes its interest in cryptocurrencies, especially Bitcoin, a point worth noting. Such large institutions, it really make a huge difference when a product needs general market acceptance. This is what's going to make the difference. As much as we might not like the institutions getting involved in this, this is what's going to make the difference and get that tipping point for mass adoption, which is what we're looking to do. So a source close to the bank said that the bank wants to join other like-minded industry players in offering Bitcoin exposure options to customers. However, the clients will not own the cryptocurrencies as their exposure to them will be synthetic. In this plan, the bank's clients willing to invest in Bitcoin will have the ability to initiate long or short contracts through a procedure called a price return swap. So the bank will charge a fee for every transaction initiated. So this is a price return swap, so they don't actually own the Bitcoin, but they can make money on the Bitcoin. So what's going to happen there is underlying. It'll be the banks that actually buy the Bitcoin. They have the Bitcoin, so nobody will actually own the Bitcoin. But still good, kinda, for the markets. The fact that you can short as well might not be so good. So futures, has it been a good thing for the markets? I don't know. I think that's what's driving a lot of the prices kind of down at the moment. But we'll see. But as more and more people come into the market and own and hodl Bitcoin, and remember there's only probably about ever going to be 17 million Bitcoin. I know they kind of say 21 million, but because of all the kind of lost kind of Bitcoin and wallets, old wallets and stuff like that as well, and the kind of lost Bitcoin as well, there's probably going to be about 17 million circulating in the world by the time it's all kind of finished with as well. So there's a few other players looking at it as well. Citibank is looking at it, or Citigroup is looking at it as well. They've also expressed an interest in joining the crypto race to offer its clients Bitcoin-based trade products. So, and this is similar to what Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley would do. Citigroup would offer Bitcoin trades by exposure, a system also known as non-custodial trading. So I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing, but the fact that the institutions are coming in is a good thing. The way they're going to work it might not be a good thing, but the fact that they're going to kind of offer it is a good thing because it gives more exposure to the crypto space. This is, I'll kind of post this link. Financial executives warm up to cryptocurrency's potential, report shows. So financial executives have always had conflicting opinions on cryptocurrency after exposing it for years. After opposing it for years, it seems a big shift in attitude has taken place. A new report by Greenwich Associates indicates 70% of executives believe cryptocurrencies are not going away. This is a big shift. This is a big deal. And this is a positive change of heart during these crucial times for the cryptocurrency industry. We have to remember that we're kind of hanging in the balance here just now. If the likes of Bitcoin was to go below this kind of 5,000 mark and went to 4,000 or 3,000, then that could potentially drive a lot of people away from cryptocurrency altogether because they just think it's way too risky. And this is why the kind of big whales are kind of on a knife edge kind of just now, because they're sitting at that kind of tipping point where they could drive a lot of investors away, especially the institutional investors. So we have to kind of be mindful of that as well. I don't think that's going to happen. I really don't think that's going to happen. I don't think we're going to go down to 4,000, 3,000, 2,000, 1,000 or whatever. I think, I hope it's not going to go that low because it's going to drive a lot of people away, especially people like you and me. If it went down to $800 or $1,000 or something like that, obviously that's when a lot of other big kind of names or big institutional investors would get involved and just kind of buy up the Bitcoin, and that's when you'd see it exploding to 50,000. So it could still go down to that, but I don't believe it will. I still think there might still be one more kind of crash to come, a manipulated crash, but we'll need to wait and see kind of what happens. This is from Ethereum World News as well. Did Bitcoin reach a bottom? So Bitcoin and all our favourite coins and tokens have once again proven to us that they can get back on their feet after a massive decline. The king of crypto is currently testing a new resistance level of 6,500 after reaching a recent low of 6,200 on the 8th of September. Looking at Ethereum, the digital asset had already been declared dead by a few analysts, and that was true. That's why I'm saying we are kind of so fickle, because everybody was kind of saying Ethereum was dead, as it was trading at $170 on the 12th of September, which is only a couple of days ago. So Ethereum is currently 206, but it's actually up. It's about 216 just now. So they're asking the question, has Bitcoin reached a bottom at around about the 6,200 level? May have. It may have. So I need to wait and see. Go back to the chat. Rob Taylor, I wouldn't have invested. All right, I kind of read that message out. Gary Passage, I'm heavily invested but love trading as well. Exactly the same as you. I'm invested in a few kind of companies, but I'm also kind of trading as well. Been into crypto since December 2018. You mean 2017, I take it, Gareth? Tim Lund, I believe in the crypto light. Yes. Rob Taylor, hi Steve, just got a message on Telegram. Many people can't comment in the chat. Ah, is that what it is? So I don't know why people can't comment in the chat. I thought it was unusual that something was happening. I'll just have a wee look at the Telegram chat. Don't come through for all on Steve's YouTube. Ah. So I'm just going to say try refreshing. Try refreshing the page. Yeah, a lot of people on the Telegram are saying they can't chat. Right, that's. I wondered why there was something kind of going on. Rip this joint, PundyX tokens aren't needed to use the XPOS machines. They're only for loyalty rewards and advertising. Just FYI to anyone out there invested in it. Not saying it's a bad coin. I think they're going to find a use case scenario for it as well, obviously, because you have to kind of buy, or the kind of merchants are going to have to buy kind of PundyX as well. They're going to have to kind of use that as well. So there's going to be a lot of use kind of cases for PundyX as well. But we do have to look at that kind of deeper, how it's going to be used as well as a token. Rob Taylor, YouTube must like my comments more than others because I'm not having any issues. Yeah, there's a few people having issues commenting. MFT doing well. Yeah, we'll just take a look at a couple of them as well. So we'll see who's the highest. This is on Binance. We'll look on Binance. BCPT has kind of just shot up. Syndicator is going up more. That kind of bounced up yesterday, so that's actually taken a high of 70%. Syndicator. QLC has just shot up as well. That's not just shot up, it's over the last couple of days. We'll just look on the hourly chart. So it crossed over at 720 Satoshi and it's kind of gone up 30% since there. AGI has gone up as well. XZC, Zcoin, Eternity. So a lot of them are starting to really come out of the woodwork now. And Luna, it's kind of come out at 39,000. It's gone up 20%. So there's going to be a lot of coins. I would imagine just looking at kind of all the coins in Binance, they're all going to go up. So it's going to be difficult to kind of pick out some of the best ones. But if we look at the lower value Satoshi ones, HOT is now down to 17. So it's down to 17 at the moment. And just look on Binance and look at the order books. The order books for Holochain. So 1.2 billion looking to buy at 17 and 710 million looking to sell at 18 Satoshi. So that still could, I still think that's going to do well. Pundi X is at 22, 23, 23, 24 just now. And Bitcoin is 29.30. So this is the kind of lower value Satoshi ones. Dent is at 35. Kind of mentioned that 30.31 thinking it was going to go up, and it looks as if it's going to go up again. Dent is actually using, it's got a use case scenario for it, and they're actually making money as well, which is why I like Dent. Encash starting to go up a wee bit. So all those ones that were under, I'd say under 500 Satoshi, they're all going to climb as well with this kind of rise. So it's going to be a matter of choosing your favourite one and seeing which one is kind of going to go up. But I think that the whole market is going to rise as well. What's been the highest on kind of Binance? QLC, the highest at 886. And that's it starting to come down only just now. Got up 31%, yeah. Trig, kind of looked at that yesterday, thought that was going to kind of rise again. Kind of gone up a wee bit, 23% more. So that kind of bottomed out, or recent bottom at 260 after rising so much as well. So it kind of bottomed out there. I actually looked at getting in around about 270 mark, but I didn't get in. I just kept my kind of money in 10x. So I've got 10x just now, which I've held for a year or something, but I was going to get out and get 0.3 Bitcoin and start kind of trading on Binance, but I didn't do it. Fun. I thought that was ridiculously low, to be honest. 183, and that started to climb as well. So a lot of the tokens are going to climb. We'll look at a couple of other news story. So Mike Novogratz on the crypto market, I think we put on a low yesterday. So on Thursday, Michael Novogratz, the founder of crypto-focused merchant bank Galaxy Digital LP, called a bottom in the crypto market. This is a tweet he sent out at 17:19 on the 13th of September. So he's saying this is a BGCI chart. I think we put in a low yesterday, it retouched the highs of late last year, and the point of acceleration that led to the massive rally bubble. Markets like to retrace to the breakout. We retraced the whole of the bubble. I don't know why he's calling it a bubble. But he's saying he thinks we've reached the bottom. And I'll put this kind of in the comments. I'll put it in the comments for you, all these kind of news stories we're looking at. Retracing 2014, altcoins might be headed for a mega bounce. So the boom of 2017 was great, but what followed was a steady decline in crypto values that started at the dawn of 2018. Since then, crypto prices have been doing a pendulum swing between bulls and bears for the better part of the past few months of 2018. However, over the past few weeks preceding September, the market was relatively stable, with many cryptos, especially Bitcoin and Ethereum, experiencing rather impressive value balances. So they're talking about the thinking, this is again from Ethereum World News, the thinking that a bounce looks imminent for the altcoins. So they're saying, however, it's still a fact that the crypto market is a rather volatile trading space that many think of as not having established any credible moving patterns, but they believe it may be in the direct contradiction to what has been happening to the crypto market every January for the last 4 years. During this month, the market has always seen a price dip, followed by a recovery period that culminates into an impressive high by the end of the year. So what they're kind of really saying there is that the market shouldn't have any kind of pattern to it because they've not got fundamentals. How can it have a pattern to it if there's no fundamentals there? And this is why I think TA long term doesn't really work, because there's no fundamentals. But what they're saying is there that every January it kind of tries to dip, and from this time onwards, from October to December, it kind of goes up as well, and it's done that for the past 4 years. So there might be something to that. And this is just a market update from Bitcoin.com. Ethereum leads strong altcoin rally, so they're talking about the altcoin rally. And I think that's it. Just now for the news, that was the kind of news stories I was looking at this morning. Just going to Honest Crypto Journey. Can't leave any comments in YouTube live chat. Seems to be a problem with YouTube sign in. I've tried different accounts and none will sign in. Maybe there's some problems. Alright, so that's the problems. That's why there's not as many comments as normal. Gareth Passage, Steve, please share your view on DGD. I don't know anymore. I was in DGD and I kind of spoke about it before, and a few people got, DigixD, sorry, I thought you were talking about something else. DigiXD I don't have an opinion on, if I'm being really honest. I've not looked into it deep enough. I always kind of try and avoid it for some reason, because it seems to be when Bitcoin goes down, DigiXD goes up. But no, I've never really looked at DGD. I thought you were talking about something else there. That was Dignity I thought you were talking about. Dig. Right, sorry about that. Yeah, so I've not really got an opinion on DGD. Sorry, Gareth. Black Label 46, I'm in the house again. Welcome to you, Rob Taylor. When ETH does well, the market does well. Not the same case with BTC. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And speaking about that, where are... KuCoin, I just like to look at BABB. Kind of looked at it this morning, I thought, oh, it's doing okay. It's starting to go back up again a wee bit. A couple of Satoshi. Where is it just now? 8 Satoshi. So it was trading between 6 and 7. Now it's trading between 8 and 9 Satoshi. So once we get past this 9 Satoshi value, then we're relatively, hopefully going to fly from there. And if there's news coming out, kind of BABB published something yesterday actually. There's an article came out. Was it on the Medium channel? Was it on Facebook? This was the technology deep dive that they were talking about. But there was something else came out as well, and I don't know if it was on the YouTube channel. I've just seen it this morning. I'll just have a wee look. I'll look at BABB. Get BABB. Just see if it's on there. Introducing the technical team. No, that was 2 days ago as well. I'm sure there was something came out. I need to look at that. I was before I done my meditation and that this morning, I was kind of looking through the markets as well. Rob Taylor, BABB releasing the app in November, I think, right? Getting more and more excited about the next 3 to 4 months with BABB. I'm getting more excited. Oh, that was it. That was the update. They're going over to, I think it's Lithuania next week. So I think that was in the BABB Telegram group. So they're going over to Lithuania to talk more about this banking license with Lithuania. So that could be really exciting as well, and that's what could be driving the kind of price up here as well. You can see a lot of buys at 9 Satoshi. And remember, only a couple of days ago, you could have got this at 6 or 7 Satoshi. So you might not think that's much, but it's a 50% jump. If you could have got in at 6 Satoshi, and it's now up to 9 Satoshi, that's a 50% rise. But compared to where it was, obviously it doesn't look that great compared to being at 30 Satoshi. But still, it's a move in the right direction. We have to remember that. And I think that's us. Usually, as we said, there's usually kind of more chat. And just, yeah. There's a few comments in the premium group as well. Chucky says, error submitting a comment. Yeah, it seems to be a lot of people can't get into YouTube. That's a shame. That's a shame. I thought this was going to be a good, well, it is a good topic to kind of speak about. And do you believe in kind of that you can make money in crypto, and believe in blockchain, and believe in cryptocurrency as well? I'm going to leave it there. We'll just make it a shorter one today. Normally 40 minutes, normally about an hour. And Gareth Passaggio, Steve, have an awesome weekend. You as well, Gareth. You as well. Have a brilliant weekend. So everybody watching that couldn't comment, have a brilliant weekend, whatever you're doing. And until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently.